be all right. We got here a little late, but we still game tight. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this, all right? Everything is gonna be okay. We're going to have a real conversation about pro-life today, and also pro-choice. Yo. You know it's a choice when you hear the voice, and I'm coming through. Your son 752. You know how we do, and you know that we always roll with the crew. Why do we roll with the crew? Because we have to make decisions that really do affect you and me, and all of ours. Yo, we gonna do this thing and give people the flowers. And we talking about the abortion issue. So what's going on? Yo, grab your tissue. It could get a little emotional tonight. Well, it might do, it might not. But yo, let's keep it tall. And I'm going to talk to 1, 2, 3, all of y'all. It's a Daily Go Getimism show, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling, man? Listen, tonight on this Hump Day Wednesday, we are talking about a real conversation about pro-life versus pro-choice. A real conversation. Yo, I mean, this is one of those things it's a very hot topic these days. You know, the whole abortion issue. Controlling a woman's body, controlling what a woman does with her body. That's what the conversation, or that's where the conversation has shifted to these days. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree with that? Is that really the issue? That's what we have to find out tonight. Is that really the issue? Are we talking about control over a woman's body, or are we talking about the liberty to bring a life into this world, or to deny a life from coming into this world? You know, so there are very physical aspects to this whole thing, and there are some spiritual and mental and basically emotional aspects that go to this thing. But it's a serious issue. Roe versus Wade. Roe v. Wade. I'm sorry, yo. I heard like some ringing. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to excuse me tonight. It's been a long day. It's been a lot going on today. I'm just trying to get through it. I'm trying to get through it, and I'm trying to prove it that it is worthy. I don't want to be dirty. We dirty. I try to say dirty, and that's don't even really rhyme with words, but it's okay. Yo, keep going. Don't worry about everything. His talent is showing, and I'm going to show y'all a little bit tonight. We gonna be okay. Yeah, we gonna fly the kite. We gonna make sure that the wind is blowing. We gonna make sure that everybody's knowing that we came here to spread a little love, spread a little knowledge. Make sure that you go to college, even if you didn't, and got yourself a job, went to the military, you didn't steal and rob. Make sure that you stand on your own too. This is how we are and what we do. Yo, you and me, we equal 3. Actually, it's 2, but we gonna expound, see? And yeah, and since we down like a submarine, yo, listen to what I'm saying. The pro-life issue. Which side of the coin are you on? Do you consider yourself to be pro-life, or do you consider yourself to be pro-choice? Sometimes it's a lot easier to make your decision about whether you're pro-life or pro-choice when you're not the one in the position that has to make the decision. And that's not to discount people who may be beyond their childbearing years, or may not be able to have children, because that's not really the issue. The issue is this. We're really talking about the decision of whether to bring a child into this world or deny a child from coming into this world. There's a pregnancy involved, and a decision has to be made about whether we are going to go forward and have this child. And then we have to determine the welfare of the child, the education of the child, the rearing of the child, and everything else that comes along with that, the parenting, the parental guidance of the child, and everything like that. And or whether to terminate the pregnancy because it may have been an unwanted pregnancy. Now, I'm trying to figure out, and don't get me wrong, I'm not against this, but I just think it's interesting that I've been dealing with the whole abortion issue all of my life, because Roe versus Wade, the case of Roe versus Wade and my age are just around the same age. I think Roe v. Wade happened about 52 years ago, and I'm 54. So yeah, we kind of grew up together. The decision to nationally honor the right to have an abortion is we're just around the same age. Roe v. Wade is a 70s babies. Shout out to all the Generation X. Yeah, we was next. It feels funny to be a little older. We was always the young boys and going for the cause. Yeah, take a pause for the cause. Y'all can't tell us nothing because we was wise and we wasn't fronting. But listen, but yeah. So now it has become an issue of a woman's right to choose, a woman's right to do with her body what she chooses to do. So the man has kind of been taken out of the equation 100%. And I'm wondering how y'all feel about that. Because, you know, I didn't really think about it, but when I saw the shift and this and during this presidential election cycle, this is a big, big issue. The right to tell a woman what to do with her body. I don't remember it being that way when I was growing up in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Now it seems like it's 100% about the woman's right to choose. And I'm thinking like, well, that's an interesting angle to put on it and an interesting direction to take it into. But that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what we're working with. And so we rise. This is what we're dealing with. But what do you think about it? What's going on? T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Adam Bond. What's going on, Adam Bond? He says, nice beard, but that actually says Barad. But I ain't mad at you. It's late night. It's late night. My man, Troy McNeil, T-Mac, yo, my brother is all up in the chat. I'm glad to see him right there at the seat I sat. What's going on, my man? What's going on? He says, in my Denzel voice, my man. Yes, right. That's right. We doing it on their training day type joint. Said, how are you doing? TK, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight. We're going to have a real conversation about pro-life versus pro-choice. And once again, like I said, it's probably a lot easier to choose when you're not in the position to have to choose. When you're not dealing with the pregnancy personally. When it's not your child that you have to make the decision about. But it could be somebody that's closer to you, or should I say, somebody that's close to you, where this decision is going to be a big deal. It's not going to be something you can just blow over with. It ain't something you just blow over with. My man Keith Tyler, what's going on? My dude, my brother. Hold on. We got a little reunion going on right here. Troy McNeil. Troy McNeil is Troy Diesel, Keith. You know what I'm saying? You know, that the boy that y'all had the routine going on with when we was at Sierra's 2000. You know how it go. So he says that's not Training Day. That's American Gangster. You're right. My bad. It was American Gangster. You're right. I guess because Training Day had so many. Yeah, if it was Training Day, he was like, my nigga. You're right. My bad. American Gangster. Okay. But yeah, like I said, it's probably a lot easier to make these decisions, or any decisions that you make are a lot easier when they don't involve you. You know, like I've said many times on this show, I try to stray away from giving out advice about relationships because I'm not the one that has to feel it. It's not my heart that's going to be broken. I'm not the one that's going to miss the person. I'm not the one that's going to have to cry and act strong when other people are around. I'm not the one that's going to act like I don't miss somebody. I'm not the one that's going to have to deal with the fallout of the missing the person, wanting to see them, wanting to call them, wanting to clear up some things, having questions that haven't been answered. I'm not the one that has to deal with that. So yeah, it makes sense that I'm like, yeah, I could just give out the advice. So I try not to go there. But when we're talking about abortion, you're talking about a lot of things that you're talking about something that a lot of people have been through, and some people have kept it on the low. Some people have been outright with it, and some people have not even had the choice to keep it on the low or to keep it even a private matter. So, it gets a little dicey. But when we start talking about it being a woman's right to choose issue, yeah, now we going into a different direction. And I'm wondering how that's the direction that it started to go into. So even as a man who may be pro-choice, you may not be comfortable with that being the tagline, with that being the anthem. Like it's all about a woman's right to choose. You might not be comfortable with that. Even I feel I feel some kind of way about it. I'm not hating on it, but I'm like, that's what we going with. Because honestly, I think that makes it a little harder for men who are pro-choice or at least somewhat liberal on the issue or want to be supportive. It may be harder for them to support from that angle. Like, oh, so this don't have nothing to do with a man? Like nothing at all? Like he ain't in it? He not only is he not in it to win it, he ain't in it in no kind of way. No yay or no. So are you just like the enemy as a man? Are you just an enemy if you have questions or if you want to work some things out, or if you disagree? Does that make you the enemy? And in some ways, I think it's been set up to look that way, and I'm not sure if that's fair. Rick Master says, "Who you think is better? Wait. King Kong or Godzilla?" Wow. You know what? We should have asked that question in like 1972. I'm going with Godzilla. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's something about, maybe because my people have been called that in derogatory terms. It's hard for me to get into primates. I know that they're intelligent and I don't know. They just too close to man. So yeah, I'm going with Godzilla. At least he's fictional. We know that there can't be a Godzilla, but that King Kong, we might be able to make something out of that. Hair Juicer, what's going on, my people? Hair Juicer 3000, thanks for coming on through. Appreciate you. Mucho. Info Spot 411 says it's a woman's body and her choice, but not my body and choice. With a Democrat vaccine mandate. Oh, yeah. There are a lot of different politically. I think this separates people who would otherwise be on the same plane. Like every child is created by a man and a woman. Every last one. No exceptions to this rule. Every last person on this earth was created by a man and a woman. But the right to terminate somehow got pushed to a woman's issue. And I just think that makes it a little harder for a man, especially a man who's not very progressive in his thinking, maybe staunch in his stance about what he knows or feels like he knows, thinks he knows or whatever. You might say, well, nah, I would be more supportive about it if it wasn't just a woman's issue or a woman's right to choose. Because if it's a woman's right to choose, it's also her right to not have an abortion. So what if the man is more pro-life? I'm sorry. What if the man is pro-choice and the woman is pro-life? What if it's the man who wants her to have the baby? No, I'm sorry. All right, if he's pro-choice, then he wants her to have an abortion, and maybe she's pro-life. Like, yo, I'm having this baby. So this is not really an issue dealing with pro-choice. So if pro-choice deals with a woman's right to choose, is pro-life dealing with a woman's right to choose also? Because her right can go either way, can it? If a man doesn't want to engage in an unwanted pregnancy, if he wants to terminate an unwanted pregnancy, but the woman says, nah, I'm not killing my baby. I'm not having an abortion. I'm not doing that. Well, that's still her right to choose, right? So I don't normally hear the pro-life argument being on the side of a woman's right to choose, but it ultimately is. In the physical sense, it definitely is. Troy says, oh, last night, Mr. Sun 752, you forgot to take your uniform off. Cow bones. You know what? Soon as I pressed the end button, I was like, yo, I did. But it was so late. Yo, man, you lucky I ain't fall asleep on the show. Shit. Oh, shit. What's up, y'all? No, I'm cool. I'm ready. I'm good. We good. But yeah. So my bad. It won't happen tonight. Generals with Alice says, good day, everyone. What up, Generals with Alice? And InfoSpot says, Q, is there a common group on pro-choice and pro-life? Oh, question. I'm sorry. Question. Is there a common ground on pro-choice and pro-life? I think individually, yes. Individually, I believe so. Other than that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The thing is, the whole pro-choice and the pro-life thing actually goes into prenatal care, and it goes into birth control too. And that's when I think it starts to get harder and harder. Kim's Wims, I know I don't see my Kim's Wims. Yo, what's going on among many? Yo, Kim just came on through Indianapolis up in this bitch. I'm feeling rich. Yo, I haven't seen you around in a while. It's good to see you rocking your style. Thanks for coming through, Mom. Thanks for coming on by. Yo, hi. Eseka Sala, my people, says, if she is pro-life, there shouldn't be any child support. If the father doesn't want to be a part of the child's life. Now we cooking. Because these are the things that you have to take into consideration. It's just that and listen, I'm more pro-choice than anything else, as long as it fits the situation. I'm pro-life as long as it fits the situation. But like I was saying earlier in the show, it's easy for me to be pro-choice or pro-life when it doesn't involve me. If I ain't got nobody pregnant, I'm like, yeah. So what you gonna do? You gonna have it, Joe? I mean, we gonna have a bambino? And plus, I'm 54. I'm like, ain't no babies coming out of this dick. It's a wrap. I mean, it actually is. There's still a lot of them coming out. But I'm like, you in childbearing age. I don't want to have no, we ain't got no conversation. I'm like, nah. I don't care if you 49. You still got you still got a period. I'm like, what? You got a what? Oh, no, we good. All right. Yo, I'm going to holler. Deuces. Nah. Son, she's tripping. She still got periods. You know what I mean? She's still dropping eggs up this month. You know what I'm saying? You see what the price of eggs up? You think eggs is high in the store? Them shits is high as shit in the hospital. You know what I mean? In the hospital, in the schools. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Welfare office, all those crazy shit I am. Yo, she going? All right, I'm gonna hang out. But shit is real. Shit is real. But yo, I mean, that's an important thing that you brought up there, Seika. For real. That's real shit. That's real shit. And then there are going to be plenty of people who are going to demonize you for feeling that way. Well, you know, you got to take responsibility for what you. I'm like, oh. It's funny how it all becomes. Everything becomes a big. Everything becomes about responsibility when there's trouble. As long as everything is all good, as long as we are in agreement with each other, as long as everybody is happy, there's no problems. As soon as we get into a situation where we have to sink or swim and we have to make a decision about what our future is going to be about, and we don't agree on it, now that's when everything gets a little funny. That's when everybody starts whispering and being like, oh, no, I don't agree with that. I ain't doing that. Hey, ain't no way. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Keith says, my daughter was born with, born with something comfort and her blood. Her mom kept showing up. Her mom kept showing up after the bar closed. So you know what that means. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, you said Southern Comfort. Yo, you got to start. Yo, don't be writing shit wrong. Now you leaving me to decode this old crazy shit. Boy, with you said something comfort. It's Southern Comfort. Crazy dude. All right, Kim's Williams said, unfortunately, how many of us stop to think about these things even now when we get ready to get it in? You have to keep your head about yourself when you're ready to get it in, Kim. Unless she's really cute. All right. The reality, if we lie down together, there is a chance. So moms and dads are responsible. True. But I'm just talking about the imbalance of the responsibility once the deed has been done. Once the sperm then got to swim on. Yeah. Once that happens, now it's like, you know, you've seen it. Some of y'all have been through it. Now the finger pointing starts. Well, you didn't use this, and you ain't doing. Well, you told me. And that's when it starts to get ugly. But when we're talking about pro-life versus pro-choice, we're talking about a political issue. We're not even talking about mommy and daddy. We're not talking about girlfriend and boyfriend. We're not talking about consenting adults. We're talking about a political issue. We're not using words in our living rooms and in our bedrooms about we're not using pro-life and pro-choice. We're looking more at our social situation, our personal social situation. Like, do I like you? Do I love you? Can I put up with you for 18 to 21 years and beyond? That's what we're talking about. Were we even really together? Because sometimes you are and sometimes you're not. So you got to look at that. You're definitely looking at your financial situation. Like, I don't know, man. Shit. All right. Shit, I just paid off my car and shorty told me she pregnant. The fuck is you talking about? Shit, you talking about something? Pregnant. Shit, I was about to put a down payment on a living room set, bedroom set, get my kitchen redone and shit. Hold on. Shit, a crib cost this much. Nah, they say shit. The baby gonna sleep with her. You know, I got no crib. All right, bassinet though. You won't have to get the bassinet, car seat, mad baby wipes, fucking onesies and shit. Shit, my baby gonna be fly, so she, you know what I mean, male or female, she getting some Jordans. If it's a girl, gotta get her hair done and shit. It's a boy, you gotta get haircuts. Some shit's expensive now, but I can cut his hair. One thing is for sure, she had that baby, and it's a boy. He ain't gonna be growing his hair. Ain't nobody gonna be asking if my son is a boy or a girl. You know what I mean? We gonna really be bumping heads. She let that boy hair grow 9 inches off his head. I'm not paying no child support. Yeah, I pay child support when you cut his hair. Fuck out of here. Have my man look. The child's name is the boy's name is Alfred. He looking like Alfreda. Oh no, hell no. All right. Well, I have to call the contractor, tell him that nah, we going a different way. You know, you taking your financial situation into consideration, your family status. Like, you know, do we have a life with each other? One of the things I've always wondered if people even take into consideration is the social atmosphere of the child. I'm talking to all my only children that are out here. Sometimes when you're an only child, you don't have any siblings. That can be a problem sometimes. But sometimes you are an only child born into a family that doesn't have a lot of children. You ain't got no cousins. You're going to be an only child, man. You need some cousins. You need cousins. You need backup. You need examples. You need some friends. Shout out to all the kids that's out there that's only children and all of that. You know, I mean, these are things you have to take into consideration. But these are the conversations that you have or think about at home. You don't use pro-life versus pro-choice at the crib. Not that I'm aware of anyway. If y'all use them, if y'all use that kind of language at y'all crib, you know what I mean, more power to you. But let's go. All right, hold on. I see some more people came into the room and we have some callers on the line. I didn't even pin the number. Hold on, let me pin the number. Then I'm gonna take the callers. I mean, hold on. Welcome everybody to the Daily Go Getimism Show. We ain't get dressed yet. We about to get dressed. We got work to do. Son. Everything's gonna be all right, though. Everything's gonna be all right, you know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be good. All right. 6, 1, 9. All right. Let me pin the number. There we go. If y'all would like to call into the show, if y'all want to talk about this a little deeper, a little bit more in depth, if you really want to be precise about it, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199, and we can get you right on up in here. You can get you on the line. There's no censorship on this show. You can say it how you mean it, how you feel it. If you want to curse, you want to cuss, you want to swear, where can you do it? Where? Right here. You want to yell, you want to scream, you want to holler. Where will you pay for it? Not right here. It won't cost you $1. We are not scholars. We just people. We do our thing and we treat each other equal. Not equal, but hella fair. And we're going to do that thing. We got it going on up in here. So you call the number that's on the line. It starts with the 3, the 1, and the 9, the 5, and the 2, and the 7, 6, 1, 9, 9. Started off with a 3, 1, 9, ended off with a 9. Yo, as live as you can find, we the best on the net. Yeah, the live as you can get. Yeah, well, maybe you not convinced yet at this particular time, but before the end, you will find. Let's get it popping. Hold on, let me get dressed, man. Let me put my shit on. Y'all put your shit on. Let's get it popping. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Son 752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Let me put on my cow bones. my cow bones. Yeah, I gotta put on my cow bones, keep it alone. Then my spirituality is shown. Yeah, yeah. Got my cow bones, baby. All right. Y'all rock the cow bones too. Y'all rock the cow bones too. Which one y'all want to wear? Which one y'all want to wear? The one on the left, the one in the middle, or the one on the right? Which one y'all like? Please don't take all day. This thing be taking too long sometimes. The one on the right. Look at the texture. You know what I'm saying? Look at the texture. There's all cow bones, genuine cow bones. Moo, moo. Or the one in the middle. Moo, moo, or the one on the left. Which one? Which one? Which one? What we got? What we got? Magnolia says right, and welcome, Magnolia. Good to see you again. Sekasala says right. Right is looking good. Right is looking good. Right is looking good. I need one more. All right. What's that? Fangler? Fangler says left. Scott Rogers says middle. If we get one more right, I think that's going to do it. Magnolia says the monkey making cow noises. Some ain't right here. The monkey making. Okay. All right, I got you. I'm about to say, what you doing? What? Not you. Not you. Spartacus says right. Right wins. Right wins. This is the right. Let's do it. Right wins. All right. I need y'all to stick out your neck. Stick your neck out, man. No diddy. Stick your neck out. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Let me give y'all the ocular proof. See, let y'all see what you're looking like when you're on the mic. Wait a minute. All right, let me see what that one looks like. Okay. This one look good. Huh? Huh? See? You're looking good. Looking good. Ladies, you're looking pretty. You're looking beautiful. You're looking gorgeous. You're looking sexy. You're looking sweet. Looking elegant. Huh? Yeah, you're looking good. Yeah, somebody gonna try to holler at you tonight. Brothers, you're looking fly. You're looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You're looking smooth tonight. You got on your soft stuff. You ready? You ready to have this conversation? Yeah. Ladies, get with the men. We get with the ladies. It's going down, y'all. It's going down, y'all. We rock the cow bones. Yeah, we around, y'all. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. So we are talking about having a real conversation about pro-life, pro-choice. A real pro-life, pro-choice conversation. Before I take the callers that are on the line, let me make sure that everybody gets acknowledged up until this point. Cheryl Halsey, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. David Ferrugia. David Ferrugia says, I recently came into a bunch of money, but it's weird because I normally use an old sock. All right. All right. Jay Benz. Jay Benz. You was here the other night. Nah, I ain't fucking with you. All right. Magnolia says people treat this topic as though it is black and white, right and wrong. Ethics and morality have no right and wrong, just previous experiences and consideration to others' experiences and what may. See, the thing about it is this is a situational thing. It's a situational thing. This is not, when you bring politics into the situation, you may have to because you're dealing with certain laws and things like that. But that's when it starts to get dicey. And I think that's also where you start to draw the lines and create the divisions with people, because now you have to be on one side of the coin versus the other. And if the situation doesn't involve you, it's probably easier to get on one side or the other, the pro-life or the pro-choice argument. All right. Magnolia says, If you aren't really in love, then you should be then should you be hitting? No, you should not. So it's not the kid's fault. It's the foolish mother or father or mother. I don't know whether I'm in love or not. I'm fucking. But I see what you're saying. Oh, oh, look at this bitch ass nigga. Oh, KXSQ. You bitch ass bitch ass nigga. Yo, you know what you should do? You should call in. You should call in, soft boy. You McDonald's soft serve ice cream motherfucker. Yeah, you should call in. You know, you don't have to troll all your life. You can be a man. I know. Let me go to this. Let me go to this bitch ass channel. Let me see what he's doing. Oh, he joined 11 years ago. He has 2 subscribers. He doesn't have any. Let me see if he has any. Oh, he's been on here. Yeah, he's coming on here talking shit, but he seems to come to all of the shows. So he's been to the show tonight. He was in the show last night and the night before. Oh, so he's a fan. I get it. He's gay. Oh, he's gay. All right. All right. Oh, let me go to this channel because the channel activity just came up. So this motherfucker been here all week. Oh, boy, this is woo. Surveillance is a motherfucker. He been here all week. We gonna expose some bitch ass motherfuckers tonight. Okay, let me see. Or is that a girl? Well, just because it's his just because he has a profile picture of a woman, I think that's a woman. Let me see. Oh yeah. No, this is a dude. This is definitely a dude. Okay, so he has 2 subscribers. Been here for 11 years. Okay, all right. Well, he's butter soft. You know, and I don't mean like a nice Pele jacket from back in the day. This dude is a bitch. And I don't mean a nice bitch. You know what I'm saying? With like a body and a nice personality. I mean a bitch. What up, Tyler Lee? Let me see. Terminal Junkie says, did he do it? You should have been here last night when we was talking about that. We're not fucking with it. Scott Rogers, Spartacus, Deacon Chris says God is going to judge all of this at the end. Well, they say no one sin is greater than the other, right? So whether you have an abortion or murder somebody or just have horny thoughts, sin is a sin. They all equal. So take your chances, I guess. Cody says, I wanted to tell you yesterday I had a court date for open container driving. Before I went to court, I prayed. It was dropped down to a parking ticket as I drove away. After I saw a picture. Okay. Well, I'm glad that worked out for you. I really am. You saw a picture of Jesus at the curb, pulled over and took it home. All right. Well, wow, that's a hell of a story. That's a hell of a story. All right. Sharon, what's good? Says happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too. All right, Idiotic Genius, what's good? Says my question is, if doctors take the oath to do no harm, then how can they be allowed to end the pregnancy? Well, the same way that they have no problem prescribing all kinds of medications for you that they know are harmful and all these crazy side effects, and they're doing it because they get a kickback. What difference do it make? The same way that if you don't have enough money to keep your loved one on child support, even though they may have 60% of their brain activity still going on, guess what's going to happen? They pulling that plug. Yeah, they're going to call it an encouragement, but you can best believe they're going to say, well, if they have 60% of their brain activity, then we should be able to pull the plug and they should be able to live. Sonny's coming home. So doctors do a whole lot of unethical shit, or should I say immoral shit. So what difference should it make? I mean, have doctors ever performed an operation outside of an abortion that they knew had dire consequences or grave consequences? They do it all the time. So, I mean, and I don't want to make excuses or deflect, but I mean, what we not going to do or what we shouldn't do is praise doctors as some sort of they take the Hippocratic oath. They take the Hippocratic oath, but they don't always stick by it. Sharon says it can save a woman's life. Definitely, it can. But to save a woman's life, you also have to take a life. So I mean, we can go through a whole lot of different personal circumstances and scenarios, but it goes the way it goes. What up, Cyan Lobato, and Zach Grissom? Never mind. Fuck you, Zach. Fuck you. Y'all gotta understand. I don't have no problem clapping back. Bow. I don't have no problem with that shit. That's why I don't even get mad at y'all. I'm like, yo, do your thing. You came to hang out. You hang out, we gonna bang out. But trust me, you can't fuck with me. You cannot. I'm a guarantee that you get a shot. I'm not going to take you off of the show unless you get disrespectful with other ones, because while you're in your chat, you gotta, drop a little something, this and that. But you can say whatever you want to me, because I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You see, when you came here, there were other people here, and they gonna still be here when you're gone. Yeah, and they might share the show and make sure that my income grow. And I'm anyway. Okay. All right, let's do this. What up, Birds Eye Priest? We are talking about a real conversation about pro-life and pro-choice. Pro-life and pro-choice. That's what we're talking about tonight. Pro-life versus pro-choice. We have a couple of callers on the line. I'm going to take them in the order that they chose that they requested to speak. So caller with the last number 7797, you're first, and then caller with the last numbers 5639. Both of these should be, for our listening pleasure and for our knowledgeable edifice. What's going on? How you feeling tonight? Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for being patient. What's good? What's on your mind?
What's good, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling like a real man should, and you already know. Everything is good.
Matter of fact, I gotta hit the Denzel voice. My man.
Without a doubt. So what's your position? What's your position on this issue?
Well, I'm getting ready to give you my position, man. First and foremost, you're absolutely right. The government has no say-so in anything that a woman should do with their body. And that's why when during this darn voting process, there's not one woman in this world or in this United States that should vote for this bastard. Between the racism and that pro-choice and pro-life shit, no woman shouldn't be voting for them. Not one woman. Because at the end of the day, it's a woman's choice of what she do with her body. Now let me break it down to you. Once you sit up here and plant your seed into her soil, and that flower starts blooming, that's her decision on what she's going to do with that baby. But at the end of the day, you're still responsible as a man to take care of the seed, because at the end of the day, you don't want to allow your dick to go rogue without prophylactic.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, when she makes that decision, she said, do that Madonna song, because I made up my mind, I'm keeping my baby, Papa don't preach. Don't get mad at her. Mm-hmm. Support her. Be there for her. Walk that walk with her. And when the baby here, love on him. Love on her. And love, if it's a boy, love on him. If it's a girl, love on her. And when the baby come in, even if y'all not together, respect her. If y'all together, love on her. Because at the end of the day, That was your choice to lay down. That was your choice to plant the seed. That was your choice to do everything. As a man, you made that choice to go raw dog.
Mm-hmm.
You did it. So at the end of the day, it's the woman's decision. There's no man on this planet should be saying anything about what a woman does with her body. Nothing. Because see, if that's the case, we should get upset if the government tell us what to do with our dicks. Can you imagine the government go in prison and say men can't masturbate in prisons? You know how many motherfuckers be killing each other?
Well, wait a minute. The government has stepped in and involved themselves in men's health before. Especially like the Tuskegee experiment. So yeah,
well, we talking about that wasn't men's health. That was something against African Americans. That had nothing to do with the penis.
Well, we are men.
Right, so we're black men. They didn't do that to white men.
All I'm saying is they have stepped in. They have, stepped in. But I have a question. I have a question. If we say that the pro-life argument is involving themselves in a woman's right to choose, are we saying that pro-choice is not involving themselves just as much?
Well, no, because at the end of the day, there's nobody saying anything about anybody that's pro-life. There's nobody saying that you can't be pro-life. You can be pro-life, but don't knock a person that's pro-choice. See, the difference is that when you pro-choice, when you pro-life, you frown and you want to sit down and demonize the people that's pro-choice. You want to talk down on them. You want to say that's not right. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't think you understood my question.
Well, give me that question again.
If we say that the GOP or the pro-life argument are trying to control a woman's body, how are we saying that granting a woman's right to choose is not also taking control of a woman's body?
No, that's not taking control of a woman's body, because you can be. It's called pro-choice. So you have a choice to be pro-life or pro-choice.
Okay.
But when you just saying pro-choice, and y'all y'all just took away Roe versus Wade, and y'all just saying no abortions, then you took away the choice. See, a choice, when you got just choice, you have an opportunity to go either way. When you just saying pro-choice, you don't have no opportunity to go anywhere.
Well, it depends on what it depends on what you consider control to be. Like if you make laws against something, you're taking control, and if you make laws to allow something, you're also taking control. You don't understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do understand it, but you also I comprehend what you're saying, but do you see where I'm going at it with?
Mm-hmm.
Choice is two of you can go either way.
Well, see,
right?
The thing is,
pro-choice, you can go either way. Pro-life, there's no other way. You just stuck right there in pro-life.
Well, it depends on what you consider to be stuck. With pro-lifers, they just want to they feel like they are defending the unborn child's right to be born. They're defending conception, gestation, and the birth. So they consider any conception of a child to be a human life, and thou shalt not kill. One of the 10 commandments. So they feel like a life inside of a woman that's not fully developed is still a life, and it deserves a chance to be born. Now, of course, there are other political motivations that go along with it, but the same.
So what is the other political motivations to go along with it?
The other political motivations are certain things like population control. There's a strong argument by the right that they are being, the whole replacement theory thing, where they feel like Latinos and other brown skinned immigrants are taking over. They were talking about Jews, and Jews have been known to be a little bit dark, but they feel like the country that they quote unquote built is being taken away from them because they are losing a lot of their power because they don't have the majority of the population that they have enjoyed for hundreds of years.
You said that. So then it becomes part of a race issue, because when Republicans are so much into pro-choice, they're into pro-choice because of the demographics in the United States. When you have brown and Latinos and all these other ethnicities out here, the majority is going to be us, and the minority becomes them. So why not sit back and say, no, we're pro-choice. We need these motherfuckers to have these babies. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's part of the agenda. It has nothing to do with just you. People can sit back and sugarcoat it with religion, but at the end of the day, the only person that judges a woman for what they do and judges us for what we do is that man up above. Mm-hmm. That's who judges. So I'm not here to condemn women for whatever decision they make. That's their body. We shouldn't be condemning women on decisions they make. Let's hypothetically, if they have a miscarriage, they have to get an abortion. So when you take away that abortion, they bleed and they go through hell. If a young girl gets raped at 11 or 12 by their uncle or their father or something, they have to get an abortion. You telling that little girl that she has to have that baby?
Yeah, no,
right.
No. I mean, I don't think it's right. Only thing I'm trying to
look. I'm not speaking on you.
No. I know you. I know you're not. But the reason that I'm giving the perspective about the control issue is because when it comes to legal things and when it comes to politics, you're talking about a monetary motivation. You're talking about money somewhere along the line. So whether you allow it or disallow it, you're still taking some form of control because you are controlling the laws, and your side is ultimately going to profit from it. So you may ask yourself,
about it is there shouldn't be no laws over a person's body. There shouldn't be no law over anybody's body, whether it's a woman or a man. There's no reason in this world that there should be a law over somebody's body.
Okay, so what if
even when COVID shit hit, we shouldn't have been made to get a needle or get that medicine in us to keep our jobs.
Okay, I agree with that, but
we shouldn't have been made to do that.
Yeah,
we had to do it to keep our jobs.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. However, what if you have some kind of disease that is contagious, and if we don't exercise some kind of control over isolating you or separating you from others, you could spread this disease that could potentially kill a whole bunch of people. Don't we have to take some kind of control over your body?
We just went through that with COVID.
Okay, so whether or not, but vaccine isn't the only issue. It's just it was a major issue, but it was a legal.
That was a major issue. So even what is it? It was something, I forgot what it was. But at the end of the day, that H1N1 thing, that was another thing we had to deal with.
The H1N1 what is it?
Right.
H1N1 virus or something like that? Mm-hmm.
Because we wanted to make sure they didn't get cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if things I can respect things that have to be done for the betterment of a person's body. But I'm not going to respect when you sit back and tell a woman, that you trying to control their body in the way they use their body.
Okay.
I mean, how dare you tell me how I use my? You gonna tell me, well, when you go to the bathroom, you gotta hold your penis with the right hand. You gonna do it with the left, you get a ticket written. The fuck?
Heavy.
You do not have the right in God's world to tell a person what to do with them and their body. If that's the case, let's think about it. On the religious part, it's demeaning and it's a sin to mess with God's body. So everybody that gets tattoos are sinning. When you get a piercing, you're sinning.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, who judges you for that? The man up above. You can critique it. You can say whatever you want to say. You can give a judgment. I mean, you can sit back and give a critique on it, but you can't judge. Nobody judges us but God. And if you're not religious, that's not my. I can't speak on you.
Well, I mean, from in practice, everybody judges us except for God. In practice, in this world.
What do you mean by in practice?
I'm saying we say that nobody can judge us but God, but in practice, everybody judges us except for God. We don't know how. We don't know how. We speculate on how God is going to judge us, but we judge each other in real time.
But see, there's a difference between giving an opinion and judging.
I think a judgment. I think a judgment is an opinion. Honestly,
no, a judgment is not an opinion. We can agree to disagree, but still understand where the person is coming from. That's not a judgment. An opinion is giving an opinion about how you feel about something, but still respect the person's way of how they felt as though they wanted to do things.
Okay, so hold on. If I see a woman dressed scantily clad, and I say, "Yo, you dress like a hoe," was that an opinion or a judgment?
That's an opinion.
That's an opinion? Okay.
Yeah, that's an opinion.
All right.
Because in her mind, she's dressed accordingly to what she wanted to dress as. So but at the end of the day, even if you called her a hoe, you didn't. You matter of fact, let's go back to that. That's a judgment because what you did was you called her a hoe, so you judged her. But if you said to her, "I don't think that's a good way of dressing," it's not the fact that you just sat back and told you don't think that was a respectful way of going out dressing. Then that's just your opinion. You didn't disrespect her.
You don't think that both of them will be looked at as a judgment? Because nowadays people be like, you can't say nothing about nobody.
No, I don't think you can.
Depends on your audience
and not be judgmental. You can give an opinion and not be judgmental about that person. I think a judgment. Say, man, this person, that so and so is an asshole, man.
I really think that a judgment is an opinion. I think a judgment is an opinion. Now it can't be considered a judgment just because you disagree with it, or just because it's accusatory, or because it's harsh. You can't label it an opinion just because of that. It can't be a judgment just because you don't like it. An opinion because you said it nice.
Here we go. My opinion is that if it's harsh, it's being judgmental. If it's respectful, it's opinionated. Because you're open up a dialogue where you can discuss it in a respectful way.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
All right. Hold on a second. We got to bring the other caller on the line. She been holding on like since forever. So caller with and I hear her typing in the background. She beating them keys up. Caller with the last number is 5639. Welcome to the Daily Go Get 'Em Some Show. What's on your mind tonight? Tear them keys up. Over there sound like Kermit the Frog. You know what I mean? Kermit was on the you remember how he was on Sesame Street when he was doing this reporter thing? She getting her journalism on over there.
She up here sending you a message talking about pick up the damn phone.
Probably.
No, I typed something in the chat. So I'm going to try to have this discussion as much as I can without being angry.
Okay.
And we'll just see how it goes.
Go ahead.
So, as a woman with a vagina, I'm
Okay.
always amazed at how men have the deeper conversation about a woman's body.
Mm.
I'm always amazed about how excited men are to have this discussion. I love the support that they're 90% of the time. And I'm always amazed about a bunch of old ass men who want to make laws about what a woman can do. Because in essence, this isn't just about abortion and a woman's right over her body. It's just a woman's right, fucking period.
Right.
So there should be a law for women to do any fucking thing. But we always have laws. We have to break through glass ceilings. We have to be mindful how we dress. We have to act like a lady, or the determination by a man what a lady should act like. All these fucking rules for women.
Now wait a
So let's
minute.
talk about this.
Wait a minute. So there are no rules. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So are we? I know we're not saying that there are no rules about the way a man is supposed to act.
I don't give a damn about men right now.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
I'm speaking for women.
Okay.
This is not a conversation about men. This is a conversation about women.
Well, why? What makes it a conversation about women?
Because see, when we talk about this law for abortion, you're talking about pro-choice and pro-life. Right. There's no pro anything in there. Because just when it comes to the whole abortion thing, what you guys have failed to include in there, except the caller kind of mentioned on it, touched on it a little bit, but this is just not a law that affects a woman who makes a decision to abort a baby for whatever reason. For whatever reason. Mm-hmm. It also affects a woman who's in the midst of a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And because it's That's so fact. Fresh with me, this whole situation, I'm going to try to get through it without breaking down.
We're here for you.
So a loved one just miscarried this weekend.
My prayers.
And the doctors knew something was wrong. She was going to lose this baby, or lose her life. But because my state has been at the whole canceling Roe v. Wade since 2017, they did nothing. The way she miscarried this baby this weekend was this baby came out feet first, and the feet hung from her vagina until the baby completely died before the doctors were able to do anything.
Oh, wow.
Yes, her husband is hurt by it.
Oh, wow.
But there's no one who could understand that but another woman.
Oh, wow.
The depth of the agony she has to deal with. The depth of the pain she has to suffer through. The physical, the mental, the everything that's going to ruin her. Because she'll never forget this.
Well, see, all right.
So let me finish.
Okay.
It's easy for men to sit around and talk about it. It's easy for people who are not in the middle of it. It's easy to assume it's just about a woman making a decision over her body. But abortion doesn't just have to do with a woman who has had an interaction and something happened as a result of the interaction, and now she's trying to clean it up. It's so much more to that. And there's a lot of women who have abortions who have been raped. And because of the way this society is set up, rather than tell somebody, She'd rather go get it resolved. Because on the other side of it is all the people who want to say, well, I'm pro-life, and these are the same people who will go bomb a center and kill everybody in the center. They're pro-life. These are the same people who don't put anything in a place for children without parents. And that's why the system is impacting children who don't have homes to live in and being mistreated by foster care people. These are the same pro-life ass people. But these are also the same people who want a woman to carry a baby who's been raped and don't include in there, hey, her rapist can come back even after going to jail if he goes to jail. Who can come back and then fight her in court for custody of that same child. And guess what? He could get custody or at least share custody. These are the same pro-life people who put that shit in place. And the problem is the law. Because again, why is there a law over what a woman does with her fucking vagina? It should never be. And it's more than just abortion. All of this is tied in together because women have abortion.
You forgot about IVF too, in virtual fertilization.
Exactly.
That's also part of it too.
And that's a family decision. That's a family decision. See, this whole thing is personal because every situation is different. I don't want to talk about the Bible. I don't want to talk about God. I don't want to talk about none of it.
Okay, well, let me ask you. Hold on.
I got my opinion on that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is an abortion and a miscarriage the same thing?
They are not the same thing, but they can run together.
Okay.
They can run together.
Okay.
Because abortion could be needed because of a medical miscarriage or because of a illness. I was at the hospital with a friend who was pregnant later in life. And I was there when she died on that table because the doctor said, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We need to abort. And even then, it was an issue. And we went all the way to Chicago to get it, to see if she could get it done. And they had started enacting their thing. So we had to come back here. And when she went in there to have that baby, she almost lost her life.
Okay.
So I was there for that. So they're not the same. Wait a
minute. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get some things cleared up first. All right. Now, normally, well, when you look at most miscarriages, probably 100% of them, definitely in the 90th percentile, we're talking about a dangerous situation where the baby is not going to survive no matter what. That's why it's called a miscarriage. When we're talking about an abortion, you're often maybe not 100%, but you're often talking about the real pro-choice. You're talking about a decision that you're going to make about whether to carry a baby to term or to terminate a pregnancy before 17 weeks. So we have to make sure that we make that distinction, because if we lump everything into the same thing, then we are taking away we're ignoring a lot of the physical physical ramifications that come along with each one. One really does stand for pro-choice, and the other one, it pretty much stands for pro-life. If you don't allow a mother to carry on a miscarriage, to take care of a miscarriage, then that woman's life is in total jeopardy. So we're really talking about not only the life of a child, an unborn fetus, but you're talking about the life of a full-grown person, a human being, a female, a woman. So we have to make sure that we understand these things, because when the pro-lifers come in and say no, we don't want any baby has to be born. The examples like the one that you are pointing out get ignored, and that's where the politics comes in with this whole thing, and this is where the separation comes in, and a lot of these things aren't the things that people fully understand. So honestly, I take issue when the Democrats make it seem like every abortion is more of an example like the one that you laid out, Kim. I resent that, because I know from personal experience it ain't always like that, and it ain't always about that. So, but we're saying that a woman should have a right to choose on both fronts, and maybe she should. But I do take issue with the fact that the man has been taken totally out of this thing. When we do that, we take away some of the unscrupulous motivations that may exist between the two. Not every man that wants a woman to have an abortion wants to be irresponsible, and not every man that wants a woman to have a child is looking to exert control.
Can I speak on something real quick, son?
Yeah,
if you don't mind. Hmm? Well, first and foremost, man, my prayers go out to your family member.
Without a doubt.
My prayers go out to that family member, for real. And I have a testimony as well, because, two testimonies. Years ago, and I think you remember this time, when my daughter was raped.
I do.
My daughter was raped, and I caught the guy, he'd been dealt with, and she was pregnant. And I'll be damned if I let her have a bastard child. And I had to deal with that situation. So it has nothing to do with no abortion and a baby that was supposed to be born through her being in a relationship. She was raped. And then my wife, she was pregnant. At one point, she was pregnant with triplets. And she lost all three of them. So she had to get a DNC. And that's another thing as a miscarriage. Because when you have a miscarriage, they have to remove the baby, and you have to get a DNC, means they have to clean out and scrape the insides of you,
right,
to make sure that you're not getting no infection.
Mm-hmm.
But see, as a man, I think that what you just said, I gotta agree to disagree with you on that. When you get in bed, both parties have to be responsible. Oh, my fault. And another abortion they have is when they go in there, they take a part of the mucous membrane and test it to see if the baby is going to come out with Down syndrome. And they'll let you know. And then you have to make that decision on, do you want to abort that baby? They do that. But another thing is
Let me add on to that real quick. Let me add on to that. Not only do they do a DNC that's very uncomfortable.
Can y'all explain what a DNC is? Or at least. So
a DNC is, in layman's terms, just simple. They go in and scrape a woman's inside. It's not comfortable. It's horrific. And they give you a bunch of pain pills that you could get addicted to because it's painful, and that pain doesn't go away. And in addition to that, depending on how far along you are, how severe it is, you could have to get an epidural. Well, if the person doesn't know what they're doing, then that can damage you for the rest of your life. So yay to that. Yay to involuntary muscle spasms. Yay to pains when the weather changes, when it gets cold, because somebody didn't do an epidural correctly. Hey, yay to the pain, the things that come from having a DNC, because it alters the woman's cycle. It could affect her having other children. It affects a lot of things.
Along with that, it scars a woman mentally and emotionally.
And she has scar tissue sometimes. And it affects her as she enters perimenopause and menopause.
Mm-hmm.
So all those things come with that too.
But like I was saying to you, son, and I agree with you 100% now. But what I was saying to you is that as adults, as adults or people who go out there and have relations, if you don't want to have a kid, then you make the decision to use a condom, or the woman makes a decision to be on birth control. You know, it's just like when you have sex, unprotected sex, you playing Russian roulette with your dick in your vagina, because you got STDs and you got the fact that you can make a baby. So if you don't get an STD, right, but she's pregnant, and you getting mad at her that she's pregnant, you the one that shot up in there. You the one who pull-up game wasn't right. So you can't be upset at her, and you can't sit back and say, well, I'm not going to be there for the baby. Well, if I was a woman, I'd take you to child support.
Troy. Oh, slow down. First of all, women love raw dick just as much as men love pussy.
You're not saying that they don't, son.
But you're not. Hold on. But the thing is, no.
That's not right. What you just said.
What's not right?
Because listen, what I'm saying is, if you heard the beginning, I said responsibly. If you don't want to have a baby, you wear a condom. And if she don't want to have a baby, she's on birth control. So one of y'all got to come to a common goal of, look, you want birth control? All right, well, I'm gonna wear a condom. You're not on birth. If you're not on birth, I'm gonna wear a condom. If you're on birth control, I ain't gotta wear a condom. That way you raise the fact that she's gonna get pregnant. They take that away. It takes away that. You just put up here and just. So what, I'm wrong about that?
It's not that it's not that you're wrong about it. It's not that you're right. You're wrong about it. But I just hate the oversimplification of human situations. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that happen in the heat of passion that just don't add up with the Monday morning quarterbacking. You know, sure, people can. It's easy to say that you should have done this and you should have took this precaution and all of that kind of shit. It's the same thing that, you know, it's like saying that you should have wore your seatbelt when you were only going around the corner to the store, to the grocery store, and you got into a bad accident. You know what I mean? There's certain things that happen. Now, of course, when we're talking about a sexual situation, in an ideal situation, in an idealistic world, we would all use protective measures to make sure that we didn't catch diseases or we didn't get pregnant and all that kind of stuff. I get that part, but that overrides passion. It overrides feelings. It overrides sometimes negative motivations. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get pregnant. It's not always two people who wanted to prevent a pregnancy or get pregnant. It's not always two, and it's not always the man. One of the biggest problems I have with this whole pro-life versus pro-choice situation is the whole controlling a woman's body thing, because it takes a man and a woman to create a child. So I understand the political motivations of diverting everyone's attention to, a woman's choice. I get it. But at the same time, every woman's choice is not motivated or grounded in something decent. But what we're almost saying, or outright saying, is, well, whether she has a good motivation for it or not, it's still her body and her choice. Okay, you can say that is her choice, but that baby is part of that. It has 23 chromosomes of that man in it. So, but you're going to say he has absolutely no say so? Now, sure, I understand that the government shouldn't have any say so, but the father shouldn't have any say so? No, I'm sorry, I'm not fucking with that. Nope. Nah.
I can understand. No, I can respect. Now I can respect what you just said. You're absolutely right. He should have a say so. But at the end of the day, it's her choice. I agree with you, but it's still gonna be her choice. So let me tell you why. She has to carry the baby around. If y'all decide to separate, she has to take that baby with her.
If it gets killed, she has to carry the baby.
She has to carry the baby. So everything, even the courts look at the mother as the mother. The father, they look at us as donors and financiers. They don't look at, let's look at Mother's and Father's Day. When Mother's Day comes, there's 2,500 cards, 150,000 commercials. You got a million places to take your mother, your wife, and everything. On Father's Day, you get 3 commercials: Ace the Hardware Man, Lowe's, and a damn tire commercial. You get
on the other side of that, if something happens to a child while they're still a child, a minor, the first person the courts look at is the mother first.
Yeah.
It's the other side of that.
No. They'll look at the mother first. If y'all together, they'll look at both of y'all first. But if y'all not together and the mother is taking care of it, they'll look at the mother.
No, well, in my state, they look at the mother first, no matter what.
Well, I just know that if when you take a baby, I took all my children to the doctor's appointment alone at times because my wife had to work. So I know if I took mine to the doctor and they wasn't up to date with their shots, they call it a social worker.
Hey, what's up with your people in the chat? Because they really don't. They really don't. Like, seriously, they don't.
Okay.
Try to ignore it, my bad. And it's not going to be there.
Let's do this. Everybody, we want to be respectful of everybody. A lot of this stuff is based on facts. A lot of this stuff is based on opinions. A lot of the facts are based on opinions, and a lot of opinions are based on facts. So, but let's do this. Let's try to be understanding of each other, even if we don't agree. We don't have to agree, because at the end of the day, we're all going to live our lives in the way that we choose to. But when we're talking about this topic, the pro-life argument versus the pro-choice argument, we're talking about a political thing. That's what we're talking about. And as we know, politics often spill over into our actual lives, our personal lives, our professional lives, are governed by governing bodies, by the government. Plenty of times, even when they aren't welcome, even when we don't welcome into our spaces. So when I thought about writing up this show, the whole pro-life versus pro-choice thing, we can be talking about the GOP versus the Democrats, but that's not going to do anything for us. When you have personal situations that you have to deal with, like Troy, you with your daughter, and I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, Kim, with your peoples in multiple situations. I get it. I totally get it. And the government doesn't always take into consideration the human aspect of this whole thing. Sometimes they appear to, but ultimately you have to deal with the fallout of this situation. That's why I don't like to oversimplify things like birth control or the decision to have a child or adoption or whatever, however you choose to proceed, because you're ultimately going to have to deal with it. So I don't understand all of the fist pumping and the placard waving and all of that about somebody else's decision. This is not a sporting event. Shout out to the LA Dodgers for taking out the Yankees. Oh my God, that was beautiful. I mean, get the fuck out of here. I can't. I needed another Yankees. World Series like I needed an abortion. Fuck that. Anyway, So, you know what I mean, I was like, I can't take it. No, God, no. But anyway, but really, these things spill over into into our own lives. You know, like it's cool when all we have to do is deal with it on the TV, on the radio, on the internet. It's a different thing when we got to deal with it in the living room, when we got to deal with it in the bedroom, when we got to deal with it, when we got to deal with it even in the classroom. You know, it's a whole different story. This is what I want to do. I want everybody to try to identify yourself. And if you don't want to take a hard stance on this, I understand. It's really nobody's business except for your own. But people in the chat, I would like you to do me a favor if you could. Could you state whether you consider yourself to be pro-life or pro-choice? And I'm also talking to both of you on the line.
Oh, well, I'm definitely pro-choice.
Okay.
Oh, I'm neither. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
That's the problem is our political. They've assigned titles to something that's personal for the people in their own home.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing. I mean, I'm pro-choice, but there shouldn't be no labels on it.
In your situation, because I can't tell anybody to do anything for their situation. And if we want to bring God into it and get religious, at the end of the day, it's not me to make the decision what they do. They don't have to answer to me for what they choose to do for whatever reason. And I can never know what a person's reason for doing anything, because it could look one way on paper, it could look one way in front of everyone else, but behind closed doors, the story could be totally different. So it's not for me to make that decision. So because of that, I'm losing. That's the problem. Politics involved in stuff where they have no place.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, that's why I say pro-choice is different from pro-life, because pro-choice gives you two choices. If you want to be pro-life, you can be pro-life. If you want to be pro-choice, you can be pro-choice. When you just say I'm pro-life and I don't want nobody else to be pro-choice, and we're gonna put that into the law, who the fuck are you? Who the hell are you to tell a woman what to do with their body? I want somebody to make a movie. I want somebody to make a movie of, you know, John versus Doe, and the government trying to tell men what to do with their body, and how and let us have to react to marching on Washington, and let us have to march, and let us have to be on TV talking about what the hell to do with our guys. Who the hell is anybody to tell anybody what to do with their body?
This is the same country, this is the same place that has to have a law about how Black women wear their hair and Black men wear their hair. So, I mean, I'm just saying, the surprise is what.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, everything, no matter what we talk about, son, everything that we talk about, like last night when we talked about Biggie and Hugh Hefner, tonight we're talking about pro-life and pro-choice. At some point in time, it goes off over to a race situation because we see it.
Well,
we do know that Spanish, Puerto Ricans, and Dominicans and African Americans, yes, we procreate. We procreate a lot.
Everybody procreates a lot.
Not a lot, but the difference is because the reason why they so much into pro-life is because they're scared of their majority wasting. I mean, look at Sunday night. When you look at that Trump bullshit, you understand what I'm saying? That was a pro-white rally. And they're scared of that.
Wait. Because I ain't trying to do all of that.
No, I'm saying they scared of the minority becoming the majority.
Well, but here's what you have to understand. Now there are plenty of white people out there who are fostering the whole replacement theory argument, and they are pushing the whole fearful fearful context in which they want people to receive this thing. But also, when it comes to abortion, the biggest proponents of abortion have been white women. They are the ones, when it really comes down to it, they are the ones pushing this issue. They have been the ones organizing and fighting for this right. It hasn't been black women. It hasn't been Hispanics. It hasn't been Asians. It hasn't been women of color. I mean, when at the end of the day, y'all know, just like I know, women normally have the baby if they want to, or if they're financially able to, or if the dude that they like. Those are normally the parameters. It's not always a spiritual decision. Look, I got the money. I like this motherfucker, and yeah, I wanted another child anyway. You know, normally that's how it goes on the pro-life side. On the pro-choice side, or should I say on the abortion side, it's like, well, look, I already got 4. I already got 5, or I don't know this motherfucker. Shit, I was just trying to get my feet wet. He got his dick wet, and I mean, I ain't even come. I can't give birth to a non-orgasm baby. Whatever. But you know, I mean, honestly, I feel like you shouldn't have a child if look. It might sound silly, but I'll be damned if I bring a child into this world. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I bring a child into this world and it wasn't.
You didn't tell me I got pregnant and I ain't never orgasmed.
I mean, it's happened.
It happened.
It happens a lot. Shit, I know women who only had sex with the dude once throughout the whole pregnancy. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So let me get this straight. You got pregnant by him, and he didn't even get no pregnant pussy the whole time for the whole 9 months? Like, nope. I'm like,
that's the best. That's the best.
It is. I'm like, what a waste. So let me get this straight.
That's like the Tom Petty song. So I'm free.
So hold on. So you got pregnant, you didn't have an orgasm when you conceived, and you didn't even give him a chance to make you have one door. Like, that baby gonna be born with a birthmark. But anyway, so you know, I mean, that's a stress baby. It is. That's gonna be a stress baby. You know that the child carries the stress and the hormonal stress of the mother. I mean, she went through 9 months. She carries you for 9 months, ain't getting no good dick. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna have to wear glasses at like age 2. So, but you know, I mean, I'm just look. I'm on to some shit. You know what I mean? It says this kind of stuff in the Bible, the Torah and the Quran. But seriously, white women have fought for this right, and they're serious about it. When you go to the pro-life, the pro-choice rallies and stuff like that, or when you see who's organizing what and who has the chairs and things like that, it's just like what do you call it? The feminism movement.
Do me a favor. You're in front of your computer. Look at the percentage of white women that's pro-choice and black women white women that's pro-life and black women that's pro-choice.
But the women's movement in the beginning was initially about white women anyway.
It was. It definitely was. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Black women have been excluded for a lot of these things for decades.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of this country's inception. And we still are the back burner. But we pull the country when it's time for this. They want the black women's vote. They want the black women to come out. We want the black women everything at the end of the day. But once this is done and over with, fuck the black woman.
Well, my point was, when we're talking about pro-choice, you're talking about something that's been headed by a lot of white women, And that's part of the reason why the pro-life side has been really, really pissed off about it. The pro-life side are largely white men, white males, and they're concerned about their numbers in the population dwindling, and they feel like their women are pretty much responsible for it. Because okay, now when Trump was elected in 2016, I was saying to myself, like, okay, a lot of black people were really concerned about this thing. They were scared. Then I was like, well, let's break it down. I was like, so if they end abortion, then all of these brown babies are going to start popping up like wildfire. You know what I mean? It's going to be the baby boom of 1946 up in here. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, you might get what you want, but you might not want what you got. Some people were so busy concentrating on their numbers increasing, you forgot that other numbers would increase and probably still keep you in the same situation. So, but and now I don't know if that has been taken into consideration by the people who have been fostering this kind of thing, but everybody is going to get a little piece of the pie when it comes to this thing. Everybody is going to have their say so. But in my point of view, whether you're pro-choice or pro-life, you're still pro-choice because you're making a choice. The choice to have a child is just like the choice to terminate. You know, like think about.
That's what I just was saying.
Hold on. Let me. God damn, I got a damn fruit fly in this motherfucker. He drive me crazy. But check it out. When you have an abortion, you have made a choice that's going to end. Physically, it will end after the abortion. That's it. Of course, you can still go through postpartum and all of that stuff after you terminate a pregnancy. But the real choices have to be made when you bear a child and carry a child and give birth. Because now you got 21 years plus of decisions that you have to make. Pro-life is the real pro-choice. Because this is the long haul. You know what I mean? This is the 100-yard touchdown. You going from end zone to end zone. With an abortion, you get up to like maybe the 10, maybe the 20.
You never stop being a parent.
That's right. That's right. So there's a lot that goes into this thing.
With the and it is a lot to go into it, But like I was saying, man, I agree with 1,000% to what everybody said on there. I hope everybody that's on the podcast can be respectful and also have an understanding that this is a serious conversation, a mature conversation. At the end of the day, we have to sometimes we can sit back, laugh and play and giggle and chuckle, but we're not talking about, Hugh Hefner and Pete Diddy. We're talking about something that's, and it's us men speaking up on it, and we're concerned about it, and we're serious about it. It should be pro-choice or pro-life. It should be pro-mind your fucking business.
That part.
It should be pro-mind your fucking business. Because at the end of the day, my body is my body, her body is her body. And one thing, like my mom, my third child, when my first kid's mom was pregnant with my third child, me and my girl at the time was going to get an abortion. So I gave my mom $300 to put up. My mom pulled me to the side. She was like, I'm going to tell you this. I know I got your money, but I'm not giving you your money back for the abortion. She said, because if God helps you, if God made them, God will help provide for them. And I respected that. I just didn't respect the fact that she didn't give my fucking money back and she paid bills. And through my life, I respect that. I respect if God given to you through my religion. If God given to you, God help provide. And through all my life, that's all that's been going on. I have, you know how many children I got? So I got 8 children.
Right.
And all of them are provided for.
Squad deep. 6
of them are grown. The last children are 12-year-old twins. So at the end of the day, as long as I provided for them and I did the best of my ability, you can't smack me in the face about nothing. The only thing, like I said, the situation that happened with my daughter, I dealt with that situation. But at the end of the day, it's still a woman's choice. And I understand what you said earlier when you said, in the heat of passion, things happen, yes. But in that heat of passion, when things happen, you know what they made these days that make it so easy? They make this thing called Plan B. So if you wake up the next morning and if you think that your pull-out game wasn't nice enough, go to the store and get that Plan B. But at the end of the day, you have to let her know you're getting a Plan B. At the end of the day, you can't just give her, look, I'm going to go get you a Plan B because I want to make sure you ain't pregnant. Because you can say, no, I'm not taking no Plan B. Like, I was looking at YouTube today, right? And this guy was on YouTube, and he showed me this one girl and 3 different football players. And this one girl got pregnant by 3 different football players. Right now, she's pregnant with Josh Jacobs, the running back for the Green Bay Packers baby. So she got 3 different baby fathers that all play in NFL. So that right there, that's just like nasty. It is.
Well, they was doing it nasty.
One thing my grandfather always taught me, he said, Troy, when you have children, don't spread your seed around. The person that you deal with is the person that you marry. And I respect my grandfather for telling me that. So I didn't spread my seed around like that. First kid's mom was cheating, so I had to break that off. But I've been with my wife for 30 years.
But there are so many people who do that as we speak now. We got celebrities who do that. Look at somebody like, Nick Cannon. A bunch of women, and people base it on if he can afford to take care of the children. But at the end of the day, financial support is not the same as being a parent. It's just not.
But you know what I found out about that?
For your kids.
You know what Jaguar Wright said about that? And I don't really like listening to Jaguar Wright. She said, so he has all these kids. He has all these kids, right? So who do you think he can get a kidney from when he needs a kidney? Because you know he has a kidney problem, right?
I know now.
He's going to get a kidney from that. Yeah, he did. He was in the hospital. He almost died.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he almost died.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But that's still
so
you're asking children to part? That's still a shitty reason.
Yes, it is a shitty reason. It is a shitty reason.
And that makes them a shitty person if that's true. Just anybody who just keeps having a bunch of children is a shitty person because all the money in the world, if they're not in the same house, there's just no way to be a productive parent and give everything to each one if you have a whole bunch of them living separately. It's just impossible.
Right. That's true. What do you got, 13, 14 kids or something?
You got enough to start a league, so.
Well.
Oh, my God.
So, listen, the whole controlling a woman's body thing, like I said, that's a political thing, and it has some semblance of legitimacy to it. But like I said, it doesn't play up between a man and a woman, a mother and a father. I don't think that it plays out too well, and it shouldn't. But the thing is, it's control by either party. It's control. Either way you slice it, there's still some control because the control is going to come through the financial motivation. And regardless of how much emotions or feelings or compassion seem to come from either side, or lack of compassion from either side, both of them will profit in some way by the decisions or the laws that they impose. So
True.
so I mean, that's the point that a lot of us sheep we don't seem to understand that. So yeah, I'm definitely against, the government getting involved in certain personal matters. But this is a political matter, and they're definitely going to get involved in this thing. And we can say like when I was listening to Troy say, you got to mind your business. Well, minding your business takes on a lot of different forms. Like we can say, all right, mind your business when it comes to how I raise my children. But let's say you give birth to your children, but you don't make them go to school. Are you minding your business now? Should the government mind their business? Should Child Protective Services mind their business?
Well, that doesn't have nothing to do with the government. That has something to do with the state.
Well, the state is the government. They're still
No,
formed.
it's not.
The state is
The government, two separate
It's
entities.
associated with the government. It's just a branch of. It's just a. It's a limb of the
you got
government.
you got local, state, and federal. They're all branches of the government.
I'm talking about the local part is the one that I'm talking about. The state, the local part is the one that deals with that type of situation.
They're still part of the government. They all lumped in. They're just different branches. So you could talk about the legislative branch, the executive branch. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If we say that you shouldn't or can't involve yourself in one way, then now you're going to call into question how they get involved in other ways too. So you can't have everything.
That's two different scenarios.
Yeah, it's two different scenarios. Say that again, Kim.
Situation, because everyone who doesn't have their child going to a physical school doesn't mean their child isn't being educated. Because remember, there was a time when homeschooling wasn't a thing.
I know people. I've known situations where there was no homeschooling, and
I know those too. That's why I say that's a case by case situation.
Yeah,
and that's where the government comes in and they want to lump everything together. And every situation is not the same. Like this divorce is not the same. Education is not the same when it depends on if a person is sending their child to a specific school. That's still a case by case situation.
Okay. So I'm just talking about if like not sending your child to school and not providing them an education at home is a form of abuse. It's definitely it absolutely is. But a mother and a father could say, or should I say a parent could say, but it's my child. And I don't have to send them to school. So,
and that's when it comes case by case.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it becomes a case by case situation. And again, during these situations, elections and all that, everything becomes a political function. They want to find everything to make it political for their own personal gain. Nobody even considers the people who make the laws and all these decisions, because some of the people who put these laws in place aren't even parents themselves, or never parents themselves, or they're fit for shitty parents, like this orange monster who is trying to do whatever the hell he's trying to do, play president. He himself is a shitty parent. We can see this. Anybody with eyeballs can see it. Hell, Ray Charles can see it from the grave that he was a shitty parent. However, he's making decisions for a parent.
I agree with you on that too.
When you tip the scales on one side, is going to affect the other side. You tip the, you know, so one is going to be heavy and the other one is going to be light. And unless you balance it in some kind of way, see, balancing something is the hardest thing to do, because you have to have understanding and you have to limit as much push and pull that you're gonna give in a situation. So it gets a little tough, but we can't. So, you know, when I listen to the whole you can't control a woman's right to her body, however they put it. I'm probably not saying it the right way. I just know that there are reasons why they are taking the man out of the situation or making him the bad guy. See, the man in this situation is the government. Hands down. They're not talking about women on the pro-life argument. They're talking about men. Men don't have a right to control a woman's body. Okay. But they're not taking into consideration that man or a man or that father may have wanted the woman to have a child and she said no, or didn't want the woman to have a child and she said yes. So it's still pro-choice for the woman, regardless. It's pro-choice. It's really pro-choice for everybody, but for the woman, it's definitely pro-choice. So what if what happens in a situation? What happens in a situation where where a man hypothetically used the condom and she reached her hand down there and just slid that bitch off? Like, I want to feel this.
Or it broke.
You know, it happens. It happens. It happens quite often. You know what I mean? And you know,
I know.
Hey, look, I'm just saying. Look, and then, you know, and he like, well, you know, yeah, we was having some fun and all of that, and I like you and everything, but I ain't want to have no baby. And she like, shit, a baby is gonna be born, whether you hear or not. And then, you know, next thing you know, she marching down the child support court and jamming you up, and it's like, oh, okay. Okay. Now you tried to do the right thing. Now, maybe to some people this sounds like an extreme case, but it ain't all that extreme and it ain't all that uncommon. No. Yes. Shoot, I've heard all kinds of excuses. Well, you know, I'm allergic to latex. I ain't never heard a woman say she allergic to dick.
You're allergic to latex, or you lambskin.
Lambskin does prevent pregnancy, supposedly. I don't see how it. I really don't understand how it works, because it's made of actual skin. So, you know, they have pores, and they say the pores are too small for sperm to get through. I'm like, how? You know how small sperm is? So you can still get burnt, but you can't get pregnant. Yeah, yeah, I use my own skin.
Happiness is the only thing that's 100% at the end of the day. And I know people say, well, you can go get.
We know we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
And none of that. That's not even 100% though. I have two cousins now. One is in her 40s, the other's in her 20s. And her mother had her tubes tied. Their mother had her tubes tied, and then came along the one who's now in her 20s.
Look, Allen Iverson, the basketball player, his mom was not penetrated when she conceived him.
It can happen.
Yo, I think he nutted on the pussy and it climbed up in there or something, but she claims that there was no penetration when like he was on some miracle baby type shit.
Can I just rub it on it? Let me rub it on it.
You know, maybe she did it with the turkey baster. I don't know, whatever. But
well,
she,
you know, I mean, that shit.
but look when he was playing in Philly and she was running around with all of them, and she had them twins. Yeah, she was definitely penetrated then.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how she used to be at the games with those "That's my son" with those my son posters. You start after a while, you ain't see her no more. They like, yeah, them niggas in Philly was like, that's his mom. Oh, we about to get a check.
Shit.
we about to get a check out.
You see, LeBron had to shut that Delonte West shit down.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Delonte was getting ready to make his mom a mother.
She was gonna be a mother something. Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? In the midst of all of this, some of my cohorts who are in the Philippines say this is a conversation that they hear a lot about in the United States, but it's not a conversation or issue where they live. And a lot of the conversations we have, especially when government is involved, are U.S. based. And no one ever stops to think this is a shitty-ass country. Like our government says this is a place for freedom. But it never has been or will ever be. That's reality. We are limited in our freedom. That's
actually this is the government for double standards.
Oh yeah.
You know, because there's always going to be a double standard when it comes to black people or to women, and then there's always a double standard in between that. You know, I'm pro women because I've been brought up by a bunch of women. So when I sit back and I speak on pro-choice, I speak on it because I don't think anybody. I mean, shit. Like I said, I couldn't understand if somebody would tell me what I can do with my body. I wouldn't even understand. How could you tell me? Well, you can. I don't want no men wearing nights. What the fuck? I got a shitload of them. You mean because I can't wear nights now? Come on, Trump.
Listen, y'all. Hold on. I got an alert. It's 3:59. You know what that means? That's right. We up out of here. That's right. We up out of here. I got somewhere I gotta be in the morning. I got to get some sleep. So I want to thank y'all both for calling in. It was such a pleasure. I mean, what great guests you are. Please, round of applause for you guests. Y'all really something. I mean, Kim, I missed you. I missed you so much. Thanks for coming through. All right, I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, man.
All right.
90 seconds.
All righty. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do these birthday shout outs, and then we got to get on up out of here, my people. All right, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 30th, the last day almost. Halloween right now, but we represent on Wednesday. And they deserve to be acknowledged, so let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Adenike Sincere, happy birthday to you. And also Janai Bella Don Burwell, happy birthday to you. And Tanya Palmer, happy birthday. And Larinda Shields, happy birthday. And Lily Robinson, and also Christine Talbert. And God is working greatly for me. Bowie, happy birthday to you. And Paula Prince and Victoria Somalia, happy birthday. And Kwajalyn Brown, and also Harris Crump, a good supporter. And my man Black Key Beats, a lot of those beats that you've heard out there, Black Key has done them on the hip hop side. And also, last but not least, Gene James. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious, glorious, glorious October 30th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go hard, go for yours, and remember. Listen, pro-life or pro-choice are still choices. The choice not to make a choice is a choice. The choice not to choose is a choice. So either way, you have to take a lot of things into consideration when you're dealing with either side of the argument. Hopefully, the side of the argument that is most important to you is the life that you will have to live or deal with or share with someone, instead of the life that the government chooses for themselves, for their own motivation. I don't think that is a good situation for anybody to be so enthralled in another ideals or another entity's ideals of what they think life should be and how it should be conducted, but rather how you've been raised, what you have learned is good and bad, and hopefully what's just and justified. Babies are going to come, babies are going to go. One thing that we didn't really get into, and I was wondering if it was going to come up, was it with I talked a little bit about how women who have abortions often still go through postpartum, and also on the spirituality side or the religious side, there are no religions that sanction abortion as a choice. Sure, as a miscarriage, yes, all of them do. But as a choice to terminate a pregnancy, there are no religions that approve that. So for a person that's deeply entrenched into their religion, but may need to get an abortion for whatever reason, they may be dealing with certain mortal consequences or immortal consequences, or shall we say consequences dealing with the afterlife. Of course, you have to be a believer in that in the first place in order for that to apply to you. Doesn't mean that just because it doesn't apply to us consciously that it doesn't apply at all. But that's a big concern. That's a big concern for a lot of people, and it's not easy to deal with. So, whereas you may be dealing with a personal situation like a sexual assault or just an unwanted pregnancy, and it's hard enough you dealing with that. That can cause all kinds of depression, male or female, because it's just as stressful for a male knowing that he has a child coming into this world when he doesn't want one, or that he won't be able to have one knowing that he wants one. I know what it's like on both sides. I know what it's like. It's not an easy thing to deal with. So there's more than meets the eye when we start talking about pro-choice versus pro-life. But when it all comes down to it, you have to do what's best for you and your situation, and hopefully you think things out well enough to make a well-informed decision, and one that you'll be able to live with for the rest of your life, because ultimately that's what we're dealing with. All right, I want to thank all of y'all for coming through, and I have a few of y'all that I talked to, and Manifest Reality, thanks for coming through. Spartacus, thank you. Tony Amato, I just want to go over some people that I didn't get a chance to shout out. KB, thanks for coming back through. KB and Wisdom, what up? Kevin Lips and Ramon Rodriguez, Jason Bender, Cody, Latoya MLW, Kim's Whims, One Truth Media Company, Ryan Ayala. Just wanted to make sure everybody, Idiotic Genius. I just wanted to make sure, James Kinley. Wanted to make sure everybody got shouted out. Everybody got shouted out. Crispy Bacon. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all come through tomorrow. I know it's going to be Halloween. You know what I mean? I suggest y'all wear your costumes. I'm coming as a positive black man tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm just making the final touches on my costume. So, you know, if I look unrecognizable tomorrow, you'll know why. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. Make sure y'all come back tomorrow, 2 a.m. You know we're here. You know we're going to be here, whether you're asleep or if you're awake. We will be here. All right. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. It's time for me to clock out, rock out, whip my cock out. We going to do this thing, a TikTok route. All right. Get your chain off you. Get that necklace off of you. Yeah, I feel a little lighter. I'm good. All right. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace.